At Tikehau Capital, we have been managing fixed maturity funds since 2011. We manage above 1 billion euros of assets under management as of today across 3 different strategies that do not apply any penalties at entry or exit. We have 2 dated high-yield funds, Tikehau 2027 with an average rating of BB+, and a yield to maturity as of February 10th that is around 4.5%. We also have Tikehau 2031, which is also a fixed maturity high-yield fund with a longer maturity, 2031, an average BB- rating, and a yield to maturity that is roughly around 5.5%. Last but not least, we also have Tikehau 2029, which is very different because it's a fixed maturity investment grade fund and a yield to maturity that is roughly around 3.5%. We therefore have 3 available strategies with very different risk profiles. Tikehau 2027, although the embedded yield is relatively attractive today, has been de-risked through the past months and is now managed as a short duration buy and hold high-yield strategy. As a result, it's quite natural to see the embedded yield of the fund decrease progressively as we approach maturity, the goal being to keep the fund alive until the second half of 2027. As a result, we do believe that it's a good opportunity to switch from Tikehau 2027 to Tikehau 2031, which has been launched over 1 year ago, applies the same investment philosophy, same investment process, and is managed by the same investment team. Moreover, Tikehau 2031 has several advantages. First of all, you have a yield pickup compared to Tikehau 2027 of roughly 1%. As a reminder, the yield to maturity of Tikehau 2031 is 5.5% as of February 10th. The second advantage with Tikehau 2031 is that you enter a new vintage, and as a result, you benefit from the active management that is quite typical at Tikehau Capital, because when we launched a fixed maturity high-yield fund, during the first 4 years, we apply an active management, which enables us to optimize the portfolio positioning and therefore optimize also the embedded yield of the fund. Last but not least, through Tikehau 2031, we are able to participate to the primary market, which has been remarkably dynamic over the past year, and especially since the beginning of the year, and therefore seize new investment opportunities, which we cannot do through Tikehau 2027, given its short duration profile. As a result, we firmly believe that it's the right time to switch from Tikehau 2027 to Tikehau 2031. At Tikehau Capital, we remain very constructive around credit. We firmly believe that this asset class is still a central pillar of an allocation due to the compounding effect, due to its revenue generation, due to the yield. It's obvious that the yields are not where they used to be in 2022, but at current level, we still believe that it is a very attractive asset class, and one way to get exposure through it is through fixed maturity funds. The entire capital formation team from Tikehau Capital is at your entire disposal. Should you have any question, we will be glad to answer them and help you out.